Hey guys, it's Sarah here today, and I've just recently gotten a new Oracle deck, and I'm very, very, very tuned into it, and very, very, very in love with it, I guess you could say. It is the Ascension Cards by Diana Cooper. Um, I saw it at one of the metaphysical shops near my house, and I didn't get it right away, and then like 2 days later, I was like, I have to get this. Like there's a message in this. I'm supposed to have this at this point in my ascension journey, and given how tuned into it I would say that my intuition was very strong when I got this. So the cards are really different things that can help you accelerate your ascension journey and give you lots of wisdom and knowledge and help you connect to higher dimensional beings, different realms, ascended masters, and it's just all in all a 10 out of 10 deck. Like if you ever see it at like your local metaphysical shop, get it. Promise. Um, it comes with this little book, but it's not like a normal oracle deck where you have like your little booklet and it has like each card with like the name and the little description. It's like explaining all the 12 chakras. It's explaining all the lords of karma and the different rays of karma, ascension qualities, um, different rays of ascended masters. It's so cool. It's telling you all about these different crystal skulls, which I just read in this book. I just read this book, Atlantis Rising, and it talked about these different crystal skulls, and then there's a card in it about the crystal skulls, and I was blown away. Really good book, by the way, but make sure you ground yourself when you read it. Anyways, I'm going to get into this reading. I just figured that I would do a collective ascension. Where is humanity currently at in the ascension process? Because I feel like it's really good to tune in, check in, see what spirit wants to communicate with us, to let us know about where we currently are and things that we can do to accelerate where we are now. So the first card that came up was Ascended Master Jesus. So I'm going to read the card for you. So Jesus came from Venus, planet of love. He was sent to Earth to carry Christ's light at a time when energy was very low. He incarnated as an Ascend and received spiritual teachings throughout his childhood and adult life. He then underwent many initiations to prepare his energy centers to carry the vibration of unconditional love. This card reminds you that you are all challenging people, This card reminds you that all challenging people and situation are tests to prepare you for ascension. To pass these tests, you need to respond to them with unconditional love and balance. Remember, there is only love. And then it gives you a little affirmation at the bottom of the card, and this one is, I respond with unconditional love today. What this is saying, I'm just going to tune in, is that everybody on Earth and Earth as a collective right now is undergoing so many different tests because our acceleration or our ascension is accelerating so fast right now because so many people are mass awakening with the sun sending all of these downloads through light rays into the earth itself, into the plants, into the animals, into the people. And we are being tested. We are being tested to see, are we going to respond with unconditional love or are we going to respond with hate? Are we going to choose as a collective the lower vibration, or are we going to choose as a collective the higher vibration of unconditional love? Everything that is currently happening right now is a test. If you're being triggered constantly, I know for a fact that I, on a personal level, this entire week, I've just received trigger after trigger after trigger. How am I going to respond? Unconditional love. Why? Because love is the only thing that exists. I encourage all people to respond that way. When you are met with any of these challenges, any of these people, any of these situations that are really getting under your skin, that are normally in the past you would have reacted negatively with hate or with just staying in this lower vibrational state, don't do that anymore. That is an old way of being. It doesn't serve you anymore. And I've kind of had to swallow that pill this week because I used to respond to things pretty negatively. If things were annoying me, I'd be pissed off at that person. unconsciously, by feeling negative towards them and kind of like feeling annoyance or hate or irritation or frustration, unconsciously I'm sending them those vibrations, which isn't good. Now, when I met with these things, situations that make me feel uncomfortable, irritated, frustrated, I just picture them in a gold and silver violet flame, and I just send them as much love as I possibly can. Because that's the only way to respond to situations now. With the ascension process, love is the only way. We have to follow love. We have to open our hearts. There is major heart center activations that came out through the weekend. I don't know if you guys are feeling them. I'm really feeling them. And it's just causing me to act with more unconditional love. And I feel like everybody on earth right now, anybody who's watching this video, please react in love, not hate. That is an old timeline. It doesn't serve us anymore. It's gone. So the next card, this one just makes me smile because if you know me, I am freaking fascinated with star races. I love everything about star races. So this card is the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians are great healers. They love Earth and all who live on her. By drawing this card, you are being invited to open your heart to the Pleiadian healing. So that is the planet itself, and the people on the planet are all invited to open their heart to Pleiadian healing. Let them enfold you in their loving, healing blue light so that their wisdom and gifts flow into you. When you have absorbed these qualities into your energy, pass them on to others. Remember that the animals who come from the Pleiades, sheep, pandas, and pigs, heal people in the land. Bless them and honor them for their work on our planet. An affirmation you can say is, I open my heart to love and healing from the Pleiades. So I'm very, very connected to the Pleiades. I'm currently going through the Pleiadian workbook, which very, very good for the ascension process. I would highly suggest that every single person who's watching this, if you ever come across a book called the Pleiadian workbook, it's blue, pretty much this exact same color, purchase it. It has so many different techniques that are going to help you with your ascension, things that you need to know, because the Pleiadians have gone through the ascension process already from 3, 4, 5D, so they know how to help us, right? Why wouldn't we want to accept the help? Because we're not alone, so why are we acting like we're alone, right? The Pleiadians are kind of transmitting that to let our hearts just be open. In letting our hearts be open and to any healing of divine light, the Pleiadians can come through and help. The Pleiadians are waiting there for us. Because we have free will on this planet, they can't actually do anything on an individual level unless we call for them to help. So they are urging people to ask them for healing, because they have all the tools necessary to help heal our hearts and help our ascension and give us wisdom and give us gifts. If you are watching this, I highly suggest that you call upon the Pleiadians for love and healing. They are ready to help. The next card is the Sphinx. The Sphinx energy has always been on Earth and watches over us. The High Priest Ra brought it from Atlantis and placed it within the statue of the Sphinx in Egypt. You receive a charge of God force in you when you think about it, so relax and accept it now. The Sphinx contains fifth dimensional records for Earth and the information within the crystal skulls. You are invited to visit the tunnel from the Sphinx to the Earth, to Hollow Earth, a portal of wisdom linked to the ascendant aspect of Mars. From here, you can radiate peace and oneness throughout the universe. You can do this in physical, or you can do this through meditation or sleep. The affirmation with this card is, I connect to the God force within the Sphinx. About this card and where humanity is currently at is, yes, we can accept help from out there, but there's also so much help in here, already on the planet, already encoded in great places that we've always been so fascinated about. I don't know about you, but I've always been so fascinated with ancient Egypt and the Sphinx. There's always just something about it, something mystical, something magical, and there's all these wisdom and high dimensional knowledge encoded in this thing. All you have to do is focus your attention on it. You don't even need to be there. Just focus your attention on that. And you are receiving these fifth dimensional records. You are tuning into the Akashic records to receive these gifts just by doing this. Tune into the Sphinx. It's on Earth waiting for us. It's like when there's so many gifts sitting in front of you, but you don't see them. You don't see them. We didn't know this before. I didn't know this before until I got this deck, and I've gotten this card so many times ever since I've used this deck. It's just sitting there waiting for us to access it, and you know what? Now is the time to access the fifth dimensional information, power, wisdom of the Sphinx. The next card is unicorns. So when you think about unicorns, your frequency rises and you attune to them. These pure white seventh dimensional ascendant horses are touching you as you read this card, or as you are listening to me read this card. They have come to you because you have a soul desire to serve humanity or the planet. Bathe yourself in their energy, and they will give you the dignity, confidence, and strength to do what is right. Other people will sense this and respond to it. Unicorns grant wishes to the pure in heart, so ask them to bring something significant to you now. I connect with the unicorns as the affirmation that you can read from this card. When tuning into this card, as in thinking about where humanity is currently at in its ascension process, it's asking us to tune into even higher dimensional energies than just the fifth dimension, because in tuning into the higher dimensional energies that have already gone and ascended through the fifth dimension, we can receive even more gifts, even more knowledge, even more love and healing than we thought possible. It's so, we've always been so, I feel like as a collective, unicorns, I watched a video like last year, and it was just, unicorns were everywhere, and every type of like pencil cases, pencils, like notebooks, like children's toys and stuff, and I think that is the unicorns making their presence known. They want their presence to be known, because when a person is thinking about these unicorns, why do you think children think unicorns are real? Because they are. Where Earth is currently at, we all have a soul desire to serve humanity and the planet. It's deep down and it's encoded in our DNA to serve the planet and to serve other people. I watched a transmission the other day that was saying we've reached the critical mass of over 50% of this planet is in complete service to others. This can be not even in like a big on a spiritual means, but like in service to others just in general. Over 50% of the planet. And I believe that the unicorns are already helping us, and if we continue to tune into their seventh dimensional energies, this can help rise us even further. So the gold and silver cloak. You have chosen this card of perfect harmony. When you balance your wisdom and power, giving and receiving, your connection with Hollow Earth and the seventh heaven, it offers you courage to love. This makes you magnetic to people, animals, and situations, so you can attract all that is for your highest good. Your guidance is to bring yourself into harmony and balance. Then visualize yourself wearing a gold and silver cloak so that you can draw in angel sonics to purify the energy around you. Expect the unexpected and miraculous. The affirmation for this one is, I am in total balance and harmony. Where we are currently at in our ascension process is it's really wanting us to tune into the seventh dimensional energies. It's wanting us to visualize us wearing this gold and silver cloak so that we can purify the energy around us, because if we're purifying the energy around us, everywhere we go, we are then purifying that energy too. If you visualize this cloak when you're walking down the street, everything is transmuted. When you're wearing this gold and silver cloak, it's kind of like a description of the gold and silver violet flame. So it's transmuting any negative energy into positive, and that is light work. So I don't know you feel like this. I've kind of felt like this, but I'm like, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like, I feel like I'm not on my spiritual journey yet. Like, I don't have a spiritual, like, job. I feel like I'm not doing this light work, but you know what? This is light work. Wearing this gold and silver cloak, this is light work. This is one thing that you can do when you're watching this video. When you're done this video, visualize yourself wearing the gold and silver cloak, walk down the street. That's light work. It is as easy and simple as that. And our last card is Mother Mary's Aquamarine Mantle. So the wondrous and universal angel Mary radiates through her high-frequency aquamarine light through the universes. She spreads compassion, empathy, kindness, healing, and love. Mother Mary suggests that you open your heart and offer everyone who touches your path these higher qualities. Then she will grace you by placing her aquamarine mantle in your aura. You're reminded that there is only love, so there's nothing to forgive. As you wear this mantle, you become a force for healing and light, and the angels will sing blessings over you. The affirmation is, I wear Mother Mary's mantle of love and enfold others in it. Again, I really feel like this card on humanity's current ascension path is asking us to spread love. It's just to be in love. Just to send love to everybody, to be in our heart centers, to accept that love is the only thing that there is, and then radiate that truth out to the rest of humanity. Generally, from this whole reading, I'm saying, be in love, accept that the only truth is love, attune to higher dimensional beings that are open, that are in love and light, part of the divine plan, that are open to love and healing. Tune into things on earth that are already here that can help give you wisdom, healing, and knowledge. And tune into seventh dimensional energies and spread these seventh dimensional energies out to everybody that you come in contact with. I really hope you found this reading informative and that you learned something and you can take something from this reading. That is my intention. If you're ever looking for a personal ascension path reading, I do offer that. You can DM me on Instagram, StarseedSloan. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Remember to spread love, and remember that love is the only thing that exists.